morning. Today is January, I'm double check, 13th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan, and we're here this morning to practice Wudang's 3 basic methods, as well as some strengthening exercises and some sets that will enable us to do Wudang's 3 basic methods. Okay. Apologies for being a little bit late this morning. I had some technical issues with it. Don't even want to think about it right now. All right, we have with Wudang's 3 basic methods. There we go. We have coiling snake, creeping snake, and dragon step. I'm going to start with dragon step because for me it's the easiest of the 3, and it will give you an idea of what it is that we're paying attention to in this series. We have, in addition to what I'm doing for Wudang's 3 basic methods, there are some other body conditioning, strengthening exercises. Some of it comes from my previous training, either from Huang Wei Lun or from Lu Yuzhang, or it's something that I learned from dance, because there are a number of similarities to what we do and what we need to be able to do, whether you're a professional athlete, whether you're a dancer, whether you're practicing Tai Chi, practicing martial arts. We're working with the same basic instrument, our body. So as we can strengthen it, as we can develop additional skills and additional capabilities, we create the opportunity to do more, right? So to that, I'm going to put the coffee down. We're going to talk about Wudang's 3 basic methods, and we're going to do some exercising. Alright, so one of the things that we have with these 3 methods is the idea of whole body engagement. These are not simple, I'm loosening up. These are not simple kind of, let's relax and let's these are practice sets for doing more, right? And as I get to it, Wudang's Tai Chi advanced class, Wudang Tai Chi sword, dragon sword, a couple other things that it just won't happen without the skills that come with being able to do these sets. And that's part of why I'm gonna put this on the record. That's part of why I'm doing this. I have planned that I'm going to make recordings of these forms: Wudang Dragon Sword, Lo Ha Jian, Wudang Tai Chi Sword, Tai Chi Jian, Wudang Tai Yi, it's not Tai Chi, Tai Yi. The second part of Wudang Tai Chi, the second and third part of Yang style Tai Chi, and there's quite a bit of Xing Yi and still some more Bagua that I haven't even started paying attention to yet. So for me to do this, for me to feel comfortable as I'm going to get up and do this, I decided that I needed to prepare, that there were some things that I had let go over the years, some things that I've kept, quite a few that I've kept in fact, but some things that I had let go, so that in order for me to do what I want to do, I need to raise my own level, my physical level, recondition my body a little bit to do what I know I can do. I'm inviting you to come with me on that journey, and we're starting right now. dragon step is a linking step, Longqinggu, that comes from, is connected to, however you want to say it, the dragon form in Shengyi. Very, just for us, it's the same step. Little bit, couple of different things that we do in Shengyi Dragon versus what we're doing here in the basic form. But the fundamentals are the same. So, a couple of things that have to be prepared for in order to even start. The first one is, what am I doing with my feet? What am I doing with my leg? So I have a weight transfer, and it's a heel kick. It's sharp. It's fully extended, meaning that you don't stop short. It's extend the leg, push through, and then down. So I'm here. When I put my foot down, I'm going to turn to 45. Because the next thing I'm going to do is turn into it. Right? So, straight with the heel, down and turn. I'm going to face this way. Do with me. And we'll do both sides. So, feet about shoulder width apart. No hands. Put your hands, just put your hands together at your waist and leave them there. Shift to the left. You're going to kick with the right heel. Extend and down. Pull it back. Shift to the right. Left heel and down. Right heel. Left. Right. Come back. Left. Right. Left. One more time, right. Left. Okay. The height that your foot goes, however high your foot's going, is less important than the extension, and it's going out, and using the heel. All right, here, here, here. All are okay. Your leg, your balance. And this is something that you have to hold here as you extend that leg outward. Any force that you use to extend the leg has to be countered by an equivalent force to sustain the body over the supporting leg, whichever that supporting leg is. So as you go out, this has to go up and down. That's how you stay. Otherwise, you're just going to knock yourself over, right? You'll extend the leg and you'll bring your body forward if you're not supported. Or, in the case of having something that you could actually kick, once your foot connects, you knock yourself backward if you're not fully supported over your supporting leg, right? So, strength as you hold over the leg, strength as you extend the leg. Just the feet. One more time. Let's do 4. So I'm going to shift left, right, put it down, come back. Shift right, left, put it down, come back. That's 1. And 2. 3, 4, 'kay? As you come back, this same thing here, I'm here and I'm down. As I come back, I need to sustain over this leg. There's substance here, right? Substance in the leg, sink through the heel, and yeah, this is not a beginner class, okay? So just to let you know. It's basic methods, but it's not a beginner class. All right, so with the foot, as we extend, we're going to sink into the forward leg and twist toward it. So if my right leg is front, I'm going to turn toward it. If my left leg is front, I'm going to turn toward it. So left leg is front, I'm turning to the left. Right leg is front, I'm going to right. This turn is driven from the waist, and it combines with what we're doing in the upper body. So we're going to work on the upper body here. So the hands that I said, just put them here for a minute. Focus on the legs. We're going to put it all back together in just a second. Okay? Hands start out with a circle. Right hand holds a fist. Right hand comes out together with the foot. Separate and down. So both hands separate and press down. There's a part of press that you're really thinking press down. This is whatever it is, it's going down. And there's also a part of pull. So this idea of come here, come here, come on, come here, and down. Both of those together with split. There's a lot going on in here, right? These are fundamentals. Just press down, pull, split. These are fundamentals for Xingyi and for Tai Chi, because Tai Chi brings together the 5 elements from Xingyi. The 8 directions make up 13 postures of Tai Chi. So we have a lot of similarities. The manner in which some of these moves are done and the intent, the focus, the way that we engage the body, the way that we engage our energy with these sets is different. It's different. Basketball is different than football, right? Okay, so hands up and circle. My right hand is going to go back, turn right. Right hand goes back, left hand comes across. I'm going to turn around and we'll do this. Come across at the wrist and out. Just the hands. Both hands up. Turn to the right. Right hand circles behind. Left hand circles across the front. Right fist out. Do it again. Turn to the right. Right fist across the left wrist. Do it again. Right fist across the left wrist. And again. Again. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, Other side, left, go to the back and come across the right. And circle, come across. Left fist goes across the right wrist. Let's do 4 more. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, rest. All right, your arms should feel a little tingly, and there should be, I'm hoping, because for me there is, just a little bit of that muscle memory that says, I know what I just did. All right, because we're going to use that. Now we'll put it together. Circle. As this fist comes around, the leg comes through. Separate and down. Stay straight. I'm going to turn around. We'll do this a couple of times. And then we'll go across. You walk beside me. All right. So stay straight as you sink. Don't lean to make it seem like you're closer to the floor. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Trust me, it doesn't work that way. So, turn around. And I limited on my distance here, so I'm going to have to back up. We're going to start with transfer the weight to the left side. Right foot with the heel kick. Right punch. Split down, turn to the right. Arm circle. Transfer the weight to the left. Hold fist with the right. Hold fist with the left. Come across with the heel. Left comes up. Both hands hold palm. Down. And turn into it. Alright. Let's, one more time. Other side. So we can shift to the right. Arms up. Excuse me. Arms up. Turn to the left. Left hand comes back. Shift onto the right. Both hands hold fist. Come across. Left heel. Right hand comes up. Both hands down as you turn. Okay. Let's try this as a walking set. I'm going to go slow. It's okay. All right. Right hand. Turn. Shift left. Right heel. And down. Shift. Left. Maybe. And down. Turn. Right. Turn. Left. I'm laughing at myself because there were things that I was finding that I haven't had to pay attention to in a little bit because I haven't taught this particular set in a while. So as I am practicing, there are a number of things that I pay attention to that I've deliberately excluded from this first introduction. I'm going to give you some examples, right? But I just so you know, and then we'll do the set again. We'll do a couple of times back and forth So you get a sense of the effort that's required, because there's some effort. There's some effort to this. All right, so with all of the exercises that I do, there are a number of things that I have learned that are beyond the first introduction to this. I'm going to get to it, but it's beyond the first introduction. So, again, I'm going to give you the example. I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to turn around, and you'll be able to see it from the back. All right, and yeah, I'm getting ready for something here. All right, so as we're moving, there's a lot of waist. There's a lot going on here in the lower dantian. There's a lot of waist movement that's connected through the entire body, so that as I drive forward, that drive comes from right here. It's not how strong my arm is, it's not, my legs, those matter. What matters more is what I'm doing through my waist, and because that's connecting the lower body and the upper body, right? And through the lower dantian. And I'm going to shut up while I'm doing this. I'm hoping that the camera got most of that, and I will be doing it again with a different camera that's got a better lens, so there's that. This is something that uses all of the opportunity that we have to work the waist. So right here, this opening right here, checking to see how much of me is in the field of view here. Okay, I can only do one step from here, so there's that. That was it. That's the one step. The skill comes from here, drives through the entire movement, so that as we practice in Qigong, connecting the breath with the body, with the movement, with the energy, all of that comes into play with these exercises. In addition, we're paying attention to this idea of extending the energy, of sending it out. Faji. These are, again, energetic. They're not quiet. Okay? So, we're going to do one more set. Easier than what I just did. Those. Alright. I'm going to do it easy, slower. Slow it down. We're going to go across and back. Keep the body straight. Let the foot turn a little bit as you come up to take the next step. Right? So if you need to adjust this foot, I'm here. As I come up to take the next step, maybe I need to adjust this just a little bit. Go ahead. It doesn't have to be stuck there. If you need to move something, go ahead and move it. This is a lively exercise, right? This can be very lively. All right. So stand straight. Feet can be a little bit wider than shoulder width because you're going to transfer from one leg to the other, right? And arms up, little turn to the left, and then we're going to turn to the right. Weight onto the left hand in front, right fist comes across, right foot comes out on the heel, left hand up and down. Okay. Right here, I'm going to turn my foot just a little bit. Turn. Come through with the left. And down. Check foot. Come through. And down. Turn. Up. And down. One more. Turn around and go back the other way. Right side. Left. Yeah, I know, I sped that one up a little bit. Okay, relax. Couple things to pay attention to. As you sink, it's okay, if you need to use your calf to help support your stance. Let me show you what I mean here. As where's a good angle? Right, as I come in, so I'm going to the left side, my right knee, as I turn, I'm going to tuck this, I can tuck this knee right here. Don't do it unless you have to. You want to keep your stance as open as possible, but as you come through, you need to be solid, and you need to be able to return to come up for the next step. So step through here is better, right? No leaning. Around this way. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, I'm here. If your leg's a little bit closer here, it's not horrible. Use it to increase the holding strength in your bent legs so that you have the ability to, it's my morning for S's, so that you have the ability to sustain the stance and sink into it. So it does not go all the way down as creeping snake and coiling snake do. But it does get pretty close. Alright? So we want to keep this idea of holding through the upper body, using the legs, and connecting them through the waist. I'm going to talk more about the waist another time with this. I want to move on briefly to cover a little bit of coiling snake and creeping snake, because I've talked about both of these and they need to be present today. Alright, so coiling snake we have in our Wudang Qigong. We do not have it in exactly this same form. Right now, again, I'm going to show this. I am not going all the way down. It's not today. All right, as I come up, down, out, up, down, out, up, down, out. coiling snake. Creeping snake, real quick, and then I'm going to go back and we'll cover a little bit of coiling snake. Creeping snake is here. It also goes all the way down. Okay? I have been successful at that. Yeah, maybe. That's one that I got to work on, so you want to get your legs strong, come on and work on this with me. All right? That's some serious leg work here on this. With coiling snake, difference in our Qigong set. Our Qigong set is here, and we turn, and we come back to center. With Wudang's 3 basic methods, we're paying a little bit more attention to some of what could be application, the idea behind it, right? So we're going to use that. Instead of, again, this comparison with Wudang Qigong, Wudang's 3 basic methods, coiling snake, 3 methods, my foot comes to front. Qigong, it stays and turns in place. So my first step, and I'm going to turn to my right on this, my first step is here. The hands come up and under. Inside hand at the elbow, outside hand roughly nose, forehead. It's not way up here, it's here. Right? This is a better height for me, according to my own body, my arms. Right? This is, I have a tall person that I have to deal with. This is my own height. This is better. Right, so as I step up, I'm here. As I turn, sink and turn, twist, and I am looking forward because I'm still talking, but this turns to the back heel. So what I want to do is twist all the way around as I go down, so that I'm looking at my back heel. Body should be straight, and this does go all the way down. Supported over the legs. You don't get, I can get down there, but I have to sit. This is another one of those, come on with me because I'm going to do this. All right, so up, twist, look for your heel. Plant this leg. This leg has to be planted through the heel. You're going to step out. This hand turns over. This hand pulls down. This hand, as it comes out, no more than waist high. It has a very specific target, and it should be reasonably obvious what that is. It's the groin, yes. So as you step out, one of the other things to pay attention to is what's going on here. Again, this is another one of those. There's a whip. Starts here and it comes here. Doing that takes a little bit of practice, and it is not, again, I'm going to stress this, I don't know how much to stress this. This is not something that you can do with your hand. The hand thing, the hand drop, no. No. This starts here and extends through. We're going to work on it. So, From here, down, turn, right? Excuse me, here, turn, step out. Go across this way. Up, down, step out. Up, down, step out. As we step out, 6, 4, turn the waist and let the arm extend. Make sure you keep your thumb in. Don't do this. This will hurt. Okay? Don't do this. Put your thumb here. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, right? Open the back and extend in both directions. And say that, I'm going to say that a different way. You're going to extend in both directions, but I really want 3 directions. Forward, back, up and down. So this centering. Right foot front, right hand extended. Follow along with me. Right hand extended. Turn. Sink into the heel. Straighten. Step through. Right hand pulls down, left hand extends as you come through. Step up. Turn. Excuse me. Step up. Turn. I'll wait. On the left heel, step through. Very important to keep your weight centered over your supporting leg. As you step through, as you go down, as you step through. That pivot leg really has to do a lot of work. Okay? So, I'm not going to cover creeping snakes so much today because my legs are already tired. And if you were doing this with me, your legs should be tired too. Alright, so what I do want to pay attention to a little bit is the idea of doing a little bit of a stretch to relax the muscles. I did a little bit before I started this morning, and we did, as we're working through, there were a few places where I did some things very slowly to give a chance to warm up before we did some of the things that are a little bit more energetic. Alright, so this idea of doing a little bit of a stretch before to warm up, excuse me, and yeah, it's one of those days. And after, to kind of help cool down, is a good thing. For these 3 exercises, there's a significant amount of work going on here in the abdomen. So we're talking about physiology now. There's a lot of work going on in the lower Titian. But physiology, there's a lot of work going on in the center of the ab to hold, along the sides to suspend, keep the body upright, and to turn the waist. So being able to use all of this and strengthen it is something that I'm gonna do. So we have a set, yeah, I'm going down. We have a set of sit-ups that I learned originally in modern dance. They will guaranteed take care of any midsection strength issues that you may have. All right, and I'm going to show this, and then I'm going to teach it. All right, and yeah, I got my leg warmers on. Yes. All right. So the first and most important is that you've got your back flat on the floor, that you've allowed everything to rest on the floor, hands behind your head, knees up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay? You see me at the very end here, I'm doing a roll to get enough momentum to get myself up. I've let it go. I don't have the lower ab strength right now to do that set without some trouble, without struggling. What I've adapted gives me the ability to build up that strength while I'm trying to do the exercise. And it removes the stress from both my shoulders and my lower back, putting it right here in the abs where it's supposed to be. Okay, so flat on the floor, hands behind your head. The first set is straight up. 1, 2. Pulls all of this right here. So do this 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Fairly simple, pretty straightforward. The second set, and as I'm going through this, there are all kinds of things that are coming back to me. So the second part of this, legs up, 1, 2, same, except the legs are up, straight up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let go of the hands, and we're going to go across. Legs stay there. Yeah, ugly legs, but they'll be alright. There we go. And so I'm going to go across, right to left. As I do that, pull up from here. 1, other side 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands behind the head again. Bend the knees. Alternate legs with the elbow. So my right leg's going to go forward, and I'm going to follow it with my right elbow and turn to the left. 1. Left side 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? The last one is this one that I showed, that I'm doing a roll. What I should be doing is not coughing so much. Excuse me. Okay. What I should be doing is straight up and extend through the legs. And I'm not doing that today. So as I come up here, rather than that roll, it's straight back and straight up. All right, rest. I'm going to rest, all right? You can keep trying if you want. As you just saw, I also got a little bit better and just used my hands against the back of my thighs to help pull my body up. These adaptations, I encourage you to look for them. As you do these exercises, these are not trivial. It's hard work. All right? So if you're not in condition, some of this is going to be really hard. It's just the way it is. How can you, I'm not telling you not to try, I'm saying it's going to be really hard. How can you get to where it's not so hard? These are the kinds of tips that I'm giving you. So this particular set, doing that roll, gives me the momentum to come up. And I'm using, I'm going to do it one more time. Pay attention right here. Pay attention to my mid and lower back as I come up. Right here. I have to pull right here in order to get to this. The more I do that, the stronger that midsection becomes. The stronger the midsection becomes, the less I need to roll, and the more I can just use that new strength to pull myself into the position that I want to go to. Use my fingers against my thighs. Again, it's this pull up that we're going for. Little by little, that gets stronger. As it gets stronger, you let go of the adaptation because you don't need it anymore, right? But remember it, because there may come a time, here I am, there may come a time when you want to, and that's why I'm talking about remembering a lot of things, right? There may come a time when you want to remember it. You want to be able to do something that you're learning now. 10, 20 years from now, you may have forgotten part of it. You want to be able to restore that capability. How do you do that? Developing that strength is not a conceptual thing. As adults, we expect, I know this thing, I understand this thing, I should be able to do this thing. No, it don't work that way. In music, dance, most of the arts, a lot of different things, you can understand something, you can have an idea about how to do it, and you still may not be able to do it. I understand how to make croissants. I love to have croissants. I understand what goes into making them. Me making them is not going to happen. It just doesn't work. I've tried. Alright, so I understand it, but I would have to practice. And it could take me a while. And if I really want to learn how to do that, I'm going to go ahead and practice. I'm going to develop that skill. My assumption is anybody that's here, and I'm getting up, anybody that's here, I get that much easier now than I could a little while back. Anybody that's here wants to practice. Anybody that's following me wants to learn some of this stuff. That's my assumption. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here, right? So, little by little, It's not overnight. It doesn't show up just because you know what this is. Alright, I explained and went through Dragon Step this morning. I went through a little bit of Coiling Snake this morning. We're going to repeat this. We did some core strengthening exercises. There's some more. There's more. We're going to continue with this idea that in order to do the 3 basic methods, there are certain things that we need to be able to do with the body, our body, and they're not common things. They're not ordinary things. They're not, they're, a lot of things are not. They are very energetic. They do require strength. And that's part of why they're basic methods, this idea of building this strength, both externally and internally, so that your practice level is raised. Your practice can be raised, your level. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for today. We have, just real quick review, Dragon Step, and it goes to both sides, yes it does. We have this as a walking step, and we have it as a stand in place, return to center, do it again on the other side routine. So if your space doesn't give you that much ability to walk, it's a small room, so 3 or 4 steps for me, you can stand in place. Coiling snake, twist and twist out as you step out. Right? So this twist is part of the step. Coil. It's aptly named. Being able to do that takes coordination through the waist, and it takes leg strength, particularly to go all the way down and come all the way back up and then be able to step out with firmness and centering in the step. Creeping snake, down, extend out, up, and again. This one goes all the way down. It is going to take me a little bit to get back down there. There are some exercises that we did not do today for the legs that will help with that, and some stretches. So I'm hopeful that you'll be back next week for Wudang's 3 basic methods. I intend to continue this for a little bit, so welcome. And I will see you next week. Tomorrow, I'm here for Xingyi. New series. This is from the traditional Liu Qilan series of Xingyi, that lineage that I was taught by Liu Zhang in Henan. So we have something to look forward to. On Friday, Qigong again, and next week we will continue the same new series. I hope you will join me. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.